We are very lucky because there's nobody else here. It's just us!
Hey Maddie, where are we?
We're at Brussels Campground.
Alright. We're gonna get set up and then I'll show you around. Alright, now that we're all set up, let's take you on a tour. When you first get into Brussels Campground here in Jasper, there's a little map with a sign on it. You get to walk a little bit this way to your right, and there's some bear lockers. So if you don't want to hang your food, you don't have to, because we suck at that. Back over to the left is Matty eating his dinner. What's for dinner, Matt? Chicken coconut curry. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 picnic tables and 2 or 3 fire pits. And then as you walk farther over, there's a washroom. Right? And all the campgrounds. Well, the washroom is farther past the campgrounds, but as we walk through this path here, we'll see Maddie's tent. All set up, good to go, ready for the night. Keep going straight through, and there's a footbridge. And that footbridge, I believe, leads to the camp. Let's go check it out. Nice, there's 2 of them in case you're camped on that side. Towards the bathroom. And let's see. Maddie was mentioning that there's a 3-seater back here. So let's check that out. Oh, yep, that's a 3-seater. It is about 20 after 5. And I just had to move the tarp that we had set up because it looks like we're about to get wet. The only question is it rain or is it snow? If you're looking to put together a multi-day hike in Jasper to designated campsites, this is a really good option. We hiked in the first day, past the first camp spot into Brussels. It was about an 18-kilometer day with close to 500 meters of elevation, so reasonable. But if that's a hard day for you or the people that you're camping with, there's another campground that's less elevation and only about 11 or 12 kilometers in. So what we're doing is we actually hiked into this one. We're going to base camp here tonight and tomorrow night. So tomorrow we're going to spend exploring the Headwall and checking things out. And then we're going to hike back here. And then to the third day, we're going to move from here back to the first campground that we passed on the way in. I think it's Lower Fryatt Valley. And we're going to stay there. And then the hike out on the 4th day is going to be only about 11 to 12 kilometers. And the hike from here to there is only 5 to 6. So it's actually a really manageable hike if you wanted to do a 2 or a 3 or a 4-day hike. You could plan those locations really easily to manage the elevation and distance. We are hiking on day 2, starting off our day. We just camped just over that hill. But the view here is incredible. I'm standing between these 2 cairns. We've got the Icefields Parkway on the one side. On this side we've got this range. Then we've got some beautiful waterfalls back up in there along that cliff. Then we've got these massive cairns that lead right up to Mount Fryatt. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. All the way around I'm surrounded by just incredibleness. Yeah!
It's pretty. We are done our exploring and headed back before the snow gets much worse so that we can get some wood and have a fire tonight. Hopefully it doesn't turn into rain much, but that's how it goes. Anyways, if you're coming up here, check it out. This place is well worth it, man. YouTuber. It is the morning of day 3. Thankfully, the rain held off for long enough for us to get a fire going last night and hang out for a bit. But we made it to bed just in time for the rain to hit, and then it rained all night long. So it snowed up on the peaks, if you can see that in the camera. I don't know if you can or not. But it snowed and rained all night long. There was a group of 6 women that came through here at about 6:30, and it's about 2 more hours till the next spot where they would be camping. So we're hoping they made it through before it got too gnarly, but we'll never know. Either way, time to get packed up. We've had our coffee. Maddie set up a beautiful shelter over the picnic table, so we had a nice place to eat and have coffee this morning, and now we're going to pack up and head home. Well, head 5 kilometers down to the next spot anyway. She's pretty in here too. Whew. Well, here we are back at Lower Fryatt Valley Campground. This is where we are scheduled to spend the night, where we're booked in. However, it is like 11 o'clock in the morning, and on the hike back here, we realized that we're, 2.5, 3 hours from the car. So we're actually just going to keep going through and enjoy an extra night with our families, spend some time at home, capitalize on an extra day, and then call it a day here today. So we're going to hike out the extra 10, 11 kilometers today, get to the car, and drive home. But I figured I'd give you a tour anyways. There's Maddie. He's a permanent fixture at this campground. You will see him if you come here. We're leaving him here today. Nice picnic area, nice fire rings over there. Got some bear lockers over here. So just here, there's a nice set of bear lockers for anyone who's coming out. And I didn't see a toilet. Matt, do you know if there's a throne in here? Matt saying yes, there is. Oh, okay. Well, let's go check it out. Maddie's saying it's back from the tent pads.
This way, the 2 bus tent pads are up this way.
Okay.
So they apparently in the last couple of years they made some adjustments to the tent pads that are at this campground, which is kind of cool. So they've got 2 of them that are set up on like platforms right along the water, which is pretty cool. So one of them's right here. Cool view in the morning. And there's another tent pad farther back. And it's kind of a platform as well, which is kind of cool because they got these little hooks down on the the runner so you can tie it down if you're using a trekking pole tent. And then there's trail runs up the water there. And I'm sure there is a washroom back here. I just haven't found it and it's kind of wet and this video is going long. So if you're looking to get out for a few night designated sites in Jasper, come check out Fryatt Valley. We are coming up on the tail end of our hike. I just thought it was kind of important to let everybody know what some of these look like after the fires the last couple of years. This is pretty bare. On the way in, we were talking about how this trail for Matt has always felt kind of nice and warm and green. And it doesn't feel like that now. It's wide open. You can see all the peaks and see the clouds and see right through it. All the way across. Well, we made it back to the trailhead. And it was a long day. 18 and a bit kilometers. It's, I don't know, I think 1:30, 2 o'clock. And now all that's left to do is say goodbye and head home. If it's a hike you want to do, check out my Patreon. It's free. I'll have the GPX files and the maps and all that loaded in. Outside of that, my name's Nathan. This is Backpackerish. That's Maddie. Like, comment, subscribe, or don't, whatever.